Hey guys, this is Kevin from jazzcam.com. Jazzcam.com is an online store that buys, sells, trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so our customers can easily choose the best watch for themselves in the comfort of their own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online, and if you want to know the price of the watch, simply click on the links in the description below. We'd greatly appreciate it if you would buy a watch from jazzcam.com once in a while. Today we're going to be reviewing the Rolex Datejust 36. This is the model number 126234. We'll be going over the dial, bezel, case, crown, bracelet, clasp, and we'll talk about the movement towards the end of the video. So jumping right into the dial, we have this, your standard Datejust structure, which is the hour markers. Specifically for these hour markers, we have index hour markers, which are these little stick indices. They're luminous coated with a highly legible chroma-light display with long-lasting blue luminescence, meaning that these index hour markers, along with the hands as well, the hour and minute hands, will glow in the dark for up to 8 hours with that blue luminescence. So you have easy readability at night and during the day as well. For the dial color, of course, we have the sort of matte black style dial color. If you're not interested in the black style color, there's other colors as well. You can also get it in a blue, pink, white, silver dial colors. And of course, you have your options of Roman numerals, diamond hour markers, or Roman diamond hour markers as well for this particular model of the Datejust. But besides that, very standard 3 o'clock position date window with a Cyclops lens on top of that sapphire crystal for magnification, easy viewing of that date. The 12 o'clock position hour marker is, of course, has the Rolex crown logo instead, and that's fashioned out of 18 karat white gold, along with the index hour markers as well. They're all fashioned in 18 karat white gold to prevent any tarnishing. At this, right underneath that, at the 12 o'clock position, right towards the center, we have the Rolex Oyster Perpetual Datejust name, and at the 6 o'clock position, we have the Superlative Chronometer officially certified, of which is Rolex boasting about their Swiss certification, their COSC certification, or just being within Swiss specs for this watch. At the very, very bottom, at the 6 o'clock position, we have the Swiss made with the Rolex crown logo in between the Swiss and the made text there. And that should just sort of indicate that this watch has been updated with a newer style movement. Alright, moving on to the bezel now. The bezel is a 18 karat white gold fluted bezel. This model is also there's also the availability of getting this watch on the just the standard smooth bezel, but honestly the fluted bezel looks absolutely gorgeous, being made out of the 18 karat white gold, and also the sort of the style of the fluted bezel sort of has that feature of capturing light very nicely in various ways. You can see various contrasting of just darker shadows against the sort of highlights as I sort of just tilted around this light box. You can only imagine what how the bezel would capture sunlight. As you can see, it's sort of like almost sort of glimmers as you just shift it around, as it's been in a high polish, so it's highly reflective, and it captures the light very nicely and brings a lot of shine to the face of the dial to make it more appealing and eye-catching. We're going to go ahead and move on to the case. The case size, as stated, is a Datejust 36 watch, so it's a 36 millimeter case. So from my index finger to my thumb here, that's 36 millimeters in diameter. We have nice high polishing on the lugs of the case, tops and bottom of the lugs of the case. From the side profile of the case, actually won't sit too high off the wrist, will fit in our suit cuffs, dress cuffs very nicely. You can see very beautiful high polish on the side of the case, matching with the size of the bracelet. And on the other side as well, you can see nice high polish on the case, same thing with the bracelet. And of course, for the logo on the crown, we have the Rolex crown logo there, sort of underlined by an indency there, meaning that the crown itself is a twin lock double waterproofing system. As we move on to the crown simply unwinds counterclockwise from its standard position. Okay. Unveiling to the initial starting position. This initial starting position is where you could wind your watch about 15 to 20 winds clockwise is all you need to get the watch started once more. Pulling the crown out to the next position will allow you to adjust the date very quickly, very instantaneously. You can see how quick and easy that is. And for the final position, of the crown, keep your eye on the seconds hand. We're going to go ahead and stop it in place right at that 1 o'clock position. So pulling the crown out to that final position will give you the ability to stop the seconds hand wherever you like. So you can set the time however you like, set it to an atomic clock online. You can set it down to the exact seconds. And then the hands move bi-directionally, of course, for you to set the time however you like. Pressing the crown back in, we'll start that second time once more. And always make sure to screw the crown nice and tight in against the case, as you want to keep this watch water resistant. Specifically for this Datejust, you're looking at 100 meters or 330 feet. Moving on to the bracelet now. Bracelet style we have here is the Oyster style bracelet, which is noted by the 3-piece link bracelet, larger middle piece linked, nicely high polished, and then contrasted by the satin finish in the outer of the 3-piece links. The pattern follows through to the clasp as well, and onto the other side of the bracelet, onto the other portion of the bracelet. You can see very beautiful tapering from the first link downwards to give a nice proportional view overall. I'm going to go ahead and pull this back a bit so you can see the nice tapering going towards the back of the clasp. For the clasp itself, it's just a very standard folding oyster clasp that opens up as so. And there we are, revealing this nicely high polished clasp blades, Rolex name embossed on there, on that high polish. So that's how the watch looks fully opened up. And once more, closed, nice and easy to close. There we are. Alright, but if you're not interested in the Oyster style bracelet, this watch does come on a Jubilee style bracelet. However, do note that Jubilee style bracelets now in sort of Rolex's newer design keeps the Oyster folding clasp, but only makes the bracelet portion Jubilee now. So that's something to keep in mind, and you'll see that on some of the newer models of Datejust, such as the 41s that we have. You can check our reviews for the Datejust 41s. You'll see that those have the newer style Jubilee bracelets that use the Oyster folding clasp now. So for the movement now, the movement is housed in this oyster case backing. You can see very beautiful bordering of the high polish satin finish on the part that sits on top of your wrist. For the movement is a newer style movement. It's a 32-35 movement, which was updated from the previous model. So from the, I believe, 116-234s, the original Datejust 36 is now the 126-234. It used to use a 31-35 movement. Now we have the 32-35 movement. So minor adjustments as Rolex has been sort of trying to shift to more in-house made parts. So it's still a mechanical self-winding movement that has a precision of -2 + 2 seconds a day, and that's within the Swiss specs. As I mentioned, Rolex boasts about the 6 o'clock position there. For the specific parts that were sort of updated from the 31-35, or rather changed to in-house parts, it's the shock absorbers. It used to be the KIF shock absorbers. Now we have the high performance, as Rolex calls, Paraflex shock absorbers, which they claim absorbs 50% more shocks than that KIF shock absorbers. The escapement is now the Chronology escapement, in-house made by Rolex. It's a skeletonized escapement wheel made out of nickel phosphorus. The skeletonization helps with the reduction of inertia for helping precise timekeeping and energy efficiency, while the nickel phosphorus material helps with the paramagnetic blue parachrome hairspring and aiding against resistance against magnetism, as you don't want your watch to get magnetized. That could cause it to run erratically. And with these sort of adjustments made, the power reserve of the watch now is a 70-hour power reserve, up from a 48-hour power reserve, meaning you can put this watch down on a Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday afternoon, and it'll be keeping time just fine. Now let me actually go ahead and show you this watch on my wrist. So we're going to look at that folding Oyster. Pop that on here. One thing to mention, I have an average man-sized wrist, which is a 7-inch wrist. You can see sits very nicely right out of the box. Has a little extra space for room. Typically, Rolex watches are suited for a 7.5-inch wrist at max. Of course, there are minor adjustments you can do with the bracelet itself, but you can check that out on the description of the watch itself. But take a look at this. Take a look at that dial. Very beautiful black dial. Nice contrasting from the sort of the luminous hour markers with a nice pop of white. A high polish coming from the fluted bezel and the lugs of the watch from the top and the bottom really give it a nice shine to it. As the black dial itself is not like a very shiny dial itself, not like a sort of sunburst type dial. Just a very nice dial overall. And you can see that sort of differencing this is a dress watch, so you can see the differencing in polish, and once again the high polish being contrasted by the satin finish on the outer of the links. So yeah, if you're interested in this watch or any other watch for the lowest possible price, check out our website, jazztime.com. We have the lowest prices guarantee. We offer a 1-year warranty. And if you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe below. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys soon.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to Model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.